Hi, I'm Lauren Walker-Lee, and this is Talking and Shopping, a show that takes the incredible artists, designers, and creatives in our country talking and shopping. We hear their stories while visiting some of the best boutiques in the city while we do it. Today I'm meeting sisters Hannah and Joanna from accessories brand i.e. Toronto Soul. Known for their PETA-approved line of vegan handbags, this family-run brand merges fashion and form with small batch production and style across 2 continents. Let's go talking and shopping with i.e. Toronto Soul. Can you tell me how it all started from the kernel of the idea?
About 4 years ago, I was actually diagnosed with a tumor. And it was a really hard time for myself, but then I didn't realize my family also took it very personally as well. So my mom actually went to Korea, and on one of her trips, she went and visited my aunt's vegan handbag factory. And so it was a good distraction for me, and my sisters wanted to be involved. So we just decided, okay, why don't we wholesale these bags at the Toronto Gift Show? So that's where we began. And then we ended up getting picked up by a huge Canadian designer that wanted to ghost label. We had no idea what we were doing, but thankfully our aunt has all these connections with the designer and her production. So we basically took a small portion of her production and started making these bags for the Canadian designer. And she was super successful. And during that time, we were thinking, why don't we do something really small on our own? And see. And so that's how I was born.
Can you tell me the significance of the name?
Yeah, so Ai means children in Korean. And because we started this company with our mom, it means children and daughters. And we were born in Toronto, but our culture's from Korea. Our mom and my dad are from Seoul, South Korea. Actually, our second sister is there running the production. So yeah. I means children in Korean.
So what about the fun stuff? What about the design? What's the process like? What's sourcing materials? Tell me all about that.
Yeah. The design always starts with all of us. We're always talking about things, what we like. But our mom is an artist in trade, so she designs everything. And the materials and the sourcing of the hardware and everything is done in Seoul by my sister. And colors is always first chosen by our mom.
And what has been one of the best sellers this year?
The S, for sure.
Our sister Rebecca actually brought this idea. And when COVID first hit, they were a few months ahead of us, and they were semi-shut down. And she was telling us how she doesn't use any of her bags anymore. So we started experimenting with the S style and the envelope style.
Yeah.
And we wanted something light, something that you could easily just throw in. And it's called the S because you literally can only put your essentials.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so clever.
And what's fun about that bag actually is that it kind of evolved over the pandemic. So it came only with one envelope.
Yep.
And then I found myself putting 2 on. So I asked my sister, give me another one, let me put 2 on. And I was wearing
double
2.
S.
Yeah, it was a double S, yeah.
So you have a bag called the Walker. It is not named after me. No, I wish it was. But it's absolutely fantastic because it is multi-dimensional or multifunctional, sorry. And because it's got, I guess, it comes with a dog leash.
When creating a piece, we always try to think of the multifunction aspect of it. But the Walker bag in particular, our mom had an idea oh my goodness, when we—
So many years ago.
So many years ago. And she kept saying oh, I want to see a stylish bag with a dog, Right. She loves dogs. But it was in the works for a long time. And this time we teamed up with a Toronto-based leash company,
Yes.
Tiny Horse, and she's so lovely. The whole thing came together so amazing.
And the great thing is too, is even if you don't have a dog, you can actually purchase the bag separately, because that's something we wanted, because we actually used to have a dog a long time ago, but we don't anymore. Wish we did. But yeah, so it's nice. So people who don't have a dog can still walk, because that's kind of the whole concept, right? With everything that's going on, we're always walking and on the go, and we want to be hands-free.
I'm cluing in right now for the first time that it's for other people who don't have dogs.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the exciting stuff. Colors and materials. What's it like sourcing, and how do you guys get turned on to new eco-friendly materials?
What makes our pieces unique is that with every small detail, because my sister heads the production and sole, like every aspect of the bag, from the zipper to the hardware to the colors and the materials, we source every single piece to kind of create that end product. All our pieces are actually FEET and co-TT certified, which is a special certification from Korea. And it basically means that the materials and everything that's used to make the bags are safe for humans and also safe for the environment. So that's something we take a lot of pride in.
Another exciting thing is this collaboration with Permission. How did that collaboration come to be?
When they first started carrying our bags, we always loved what they do, and I feel like they're so unique in that Toronto fashion scene. We went out for dinner once and we had like so many hours of great talks of ideas, of kind of this concept of, you know, coming out of the pandemic and kind of changing with this whole athleisure wear and how we're transitioning that into work. So that's kind of how we came up with that concept, and I think it's really cool, and I think our pieces go well together too.
We should go check them out.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is very exciting. We're gonna head to Permission.
Yes.
You are very familiar because you guys have recently done a collaboration. They're a brand new athleisure boutique, beautifully executed on the Ossington Strip, and they carry quite a size-inclusive range of clothing and have curated an expert assortment of brands, including your own.
Yes. This is one of our favorite stores. And we just love how they display our pieces.
It's so beautiful.
Building is just gorgeous.
This is such a good color of yours.
That looks nice with your outfit.
Exactly. Where
You can't tell
and
the
days,
difference
you
now.
can't really tell the difference when things
All
get
the
paired
same.
together.
Yeah.
You know, and then this faux leather here, and you
Yeah.
love this. Laura, thank you so much for having us in the store. It's absolutely beautiful. You and your sister have done an incredible job with the curation, the colors, the architecture. Tell me about opening the store.
So Permission was born, I would say about like 3.5 years ago. So a while before our launch. We just felt Toronto was such a city of movement, and we really wanted to bring that to life in an experience. Myself and my sister found ourselves like working out and going to classes and really like finding our way in our own like fitness journeys. And we just wanted to feel ourselves in terms of what we were wearing. And there were not a lot of options for us. So we really wanted to create an experience for people, a destination to go to when shopping activewear.
How did you discover IE Toronto Soul and choose to stock them here?
Oh my gosh, we were doing so much brand, just searching, especially local, because local brands mean a lot to us. And we really wanted to use our space to highlight local brands, especially ones that didn't have a space, ones that were online only. And we came across them and realized they're another amazing sister duo. And it just made sense. It felt so authentic. It felt good. We got off so well, and their stuff is beautiful. It's so chic, so elevated, and it just is such a perfect fit in our space, and everyone loves it.
It really is a really
Yeah,
good
yeah.
fit because of this like cross functionality of their bags
Absolutely.
and the cross functionality of athleisure wear.
Yeah, and that's what everyone's looking for these days. It's things that you can wear in different scenarios. Dress up, dress down, it doesn't matter.
You gotta nail all the activities.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you select what's going to be featured?
It's always like a personal love. I would say like me and Amanda have to decide that we absolutely love it. We love the brand. It's funny because we have like we had a dream list of brands, and we found an old notebook the other day from like right when we started. A dream list of brands, and like I want to say 9 out of 10 are in the store today, which is super amazing and such an accomplishment for us. But we really look for brands that are diversifying their assortment, that are doing something unique, that are really pushing the boundaries, I would say.
Have you noticed brands answering the call for more size inclusivity?
when we started Permission, our mission was always to disrupt the activewear industry because they could be skewed to like a certain person or a certain body type, and that was something we really wanted to disrupt. So starting with our brands, we want to show them that there's room for more sizes, that there's a demand for it, that people want it, that people of all body types move and work out and lounge and want to feel good. So that was super important to us, and we see that with some of our brands. We have Michi in here, which is a local women-owned brand from Toronto, actually, that has increased their size ranges. And now they offer more sizes in bras and bottoms, which is amazing. So I think people are really hearing customer demands and what the industry is moving towards. Even they came out with new straps, new sizes of straps, which is amazing. Like our brands are also inclusive and they're moving towards being more so. And I think it's really special to be along that journey with them.
Permission has a mantra, which is own your permission. Can you tell me how that came to be?
Yeah, so own your permission really means like being authentically you. And that's something that we embody in everything we do. You decide everything for yourself and you have permission to wear what you want, be who you want, dress how you want, do what you want, you know? And that's even with our clothing, like people are like, oh, I have to work out to wear it. I'm like, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. Like you could dress it up. You could sit on the couch. Like it's up to you. It's your permission.
You have the best attitude. I'm taking that with me.
Yeah, of course.
Now I have to do some shopping.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, thank you so much, guys. It was so amazing catching up and spending time.
Thank you.
But I'll see you soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye.